feel like I've been doing a horrible job with vlogging this Thanksgiving dinner, but I'm gonna show you what I've got so far. I've been cooking for the past several hours, so I'm like really tired, which is probably why I haven't been vlogging much. But this is what we got going on. Arvin in the background. As you can see, we brought our tree out, so we're gonna be putting that up tomorrow. So we got bacon for string beans. I'm about to wash those string beans now. We've got potatoes boiling for mashed potatoes. There's Amaya. There's a Ranger. Here's a little sneaky peek at the roast. Oh, it looks much better on camera than it does in real life. You can see that steam coming off of it, can't you? Maybe not. That's just kind of resting. Then in the oven, we've got our sweet potatoes and our carrots roasting. And then the final-ish thing, I already showed you the rolls, are the creme brulees. So they're just kind of sitting in the refrigerator, just setting. They should be set because they're super small. I should have done 2 instead of 4, just because the containers that I have aren't the same size as a ramekin, so they're a little bit bigger. So I should have just done 2. So we got lots of stuff going on, lots of fire burning. I'll come back when everything is wrapped up because I'm being lazy. Here we go. Look at my helpful husband.
This is art.
And look at this one over here, waiting for a roll.
That he ain't ever gonna get.
Boom, bam, boom. Look at that, rolls. Okay, folks, so everything is done. So I'm gonna show you. I just pulled out the rolls, so I'm gonna show you what those look like first. So you would have seen my boo put the butter on. They don't look too bad. And this is my first time making rolls like this. I was only able to get, I think, 20 from this, 20 or 21, I can't remember, I think it was 20. So, not bad. Super excited to try those out. So let me show you the rest of the food. Okay, so for the sides, since it's just my boo and I, I'll be having roasted sweet potatoes, and I've seasoned them or flavored them with maple syrup and cinnamon. We have garlicky, salty, just lovely bacony goodness green beans in this, or string beans, whatever you call it. I got a little bowl of roasted carrots because I didn't have many carrots left. This is gravy. This is probably my biggest disappointment. It tastes really good, but it's very salty. And I didn't add any salt, but I used the drippings from the roast, which I'll show you in a second, and a packet of gravy like mix. I probably should have only used half of it. So this is quite salty, but the flavor is really good. We have some mashed potatoes. You can see the fork marks of us tasting it. So mashed potatoes. I think I might have put a little bit too much butter in this for the amount of potatoes that I use, because it's a little bit more on the creamy side than we're used to, but still tastes good. And then we have the roast. As you can see, we've been tasting them. I gave you a little bit of a sneak peek, but this is a pork butt seasoned with, which you already would have seen, rosemary, garlic powder, and salt. And just some olive oil, and it is so good. And it's cooked to perfection. So we're just kind of letting things rest before we dig in, and I'll show you my plate. Hey folks, welcome back to another day in this vlog. As usual, I need to pull out another battery. But I guess I can say our nephew. was here last night hanging out, and which is always good. Ooh, especially for him, because then he gets to have a little bit of bonding time with his uncle. Hold on, folks, it's gonna be a little dark. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, so our nephew was here yesterday and just kind of hanging out for a little bit. My boo just took him back. It looks kind of janky up there. Anyways, I am actually about to start decorating the tree. We put the tree up last night, so that's what we got. I can show you guys right now. I'm upstairs, so obviously you can see what the view looks like from up here. Look at Maya son. Maya. Anyways, so we put the tree up. I also put the stockings up. They're over here with the little gold bits and then these little trees, but I could have sworn I put those trees somewhere else. Oh, maybe I put them up here on top of the TV. But anyways, you can see I've got all the little baubles here, so I'm going to be hanging those up first, and then I'll kind of go through the rest of the ornaments and put them up. Oh, you can see here I've got the stockings and this little bit here. I might just keep it like that because I don't feel like having to put the effort into grabbing the ladder and having to put that up there and do all this other stuff. I had this other little garland from last year because I didn't buy anything new. I'm literally just using everything that I've already had. This little thing that I had, I think, draped in between the thingy on the TV. But I don't know if I'm gonna use this year, and if I do, I might just stick it on the tree somewhere. I don't know. But I've got all my bags of ornaments because I had separated them out into, I guess, like types. That way I can just kind of mosey on through and put them away. On the tree, I mean. So I'm gonna start with these baubles first, get them onto the tree, and then I'll probably work with the big ones, these ones, the metal ones. These are my favorite ones to buy last year, these metal ones. So there's a part of me that kind of wants to take them with me because then, you know, whenever we move, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, I might as well just buy new ones. But then it's like, I also spent money on these and there's a lot here. So I don't know. I go back and forth about it. We may end up just selling all of our Christmas stuff once that time comes. We're not really sure. So lots of stuff is still up in the air when it comes to moving. So we just kind of go with the flow and try to figure it out as we go. But anyways, that's what I'm gonna do today. I also have a video or two that I'd like to finish if I can find the energy to actually finish them. And then I think we're gonna get takeout today because I really don't feel like cooking because I feel like I've been cooking for the past 2 days. But dinner, Thanksgiving dinner was really good. It came out so well. I had cooked a roast, which you guys would have already seen, and it was really, really good. Yeah, it was really good, very flavorful. And I think I would have told you already that I had only seasoned it with salt, garlic powder, and ground dried rosemary. It was really good. I got my retainers in, so I'm sounding a little crazy, so just bear with me. But yeah, it was really, really good. And then what else did we have? Sweet potatoes, string beans, mashed potatoes with gravy. I made creme brulee and homemade rolls. Ooh, I don't know if I told you guys, the rolls came out so good. I think I probably cooked them for a little bit too long, maybe like 2 or 3, maybe even 5 minutes too long because they're a little bit on the crumbly side. But that's also because my dough wasn't super, super smooth either. And I think my milk was a little too hot, which in turn might have killed the yeast. And I think that when you kill the yeast, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you kill the yeast, then it means that like your dough or whatever you're making won't rise properly when it comes to proving it. And I think that's what happened because when I first taken it out to like punch it down, it did grow in size, but it wasn't double the size like it should have been. But the roll still came out good, had like an actually good flavor. I'm super stoked about that. I've been eating it really just kind of plain or with apricot jam because I had bought some a couple of weeks back to make malva. The malva pudding came out so good. Oh my gosh, it was so good. But yeah, so I'm gonna actually probably get some food. I'm probably gonna put some YouTube on while I kind of put this thing together, and then that'll be it for me.